Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 203 for the 10th of April, 2023. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And we're live on this Monday night, a little bit later than normal, but Jody was you were in Wales, buddy Wales, lad.
Well, do you
you
know,
weren't in Wales. No, you weren't in Wales at all.
I was in Wales, though.
But not now.
It's a bit of a story. Yeah. I was actually saying this yesterday. I was like, I've been in 5 countries this year. In the last month. In the last month, I've been in 5 countries, different countries. I've been in Canada, United States, England, Scotland, and Wales.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone in Ireland.
Yeah.
Both
Saturday, I travelled down to Wales to pick up
the Pac-Man machine, which is not a Pac-Man machine, as you corrected me.
No, it's basically a 4 game thing. I think
4-in-1, yeah.
It's Pac-Man, Dog, Galaga, and Galaxian.
Nice.
Obviously, Galaxian's my main thing, but I think I might focus on both Galaga and Galaxian. People are looking for a sequel to the Big Red Flag video already.
Hence the border that we have.
Yes. Our video that's and by the way, thanks for all the feedback and everything. You know, it's been great. We loved making it. We loved the trip. And
it was a good laugh, yeah.
And the feedback's been fantastic.
Although I've got to say that my face through the entire video was like this. I look so pissed off in every single shot, and I wasn't. I mean, obviously, I spent a lot of time with this because I did the majority of the editing on it, so I've spent a lot of time staring at my face like this, and I'm like, cheer up, you miserable. And I was having a great time. I mean, first and foremost,
we did.
I love driving. That's my thing, and of course, a road trip through treacherous storms. Sign me up. I mean,
to a certain point.
If anybody wants to be in Top Gear, it's me. It's this guy. I would like to be in Top Gear. So like that whole thing was number one. The second thing was it was a worthwhile cause because it was a boys' own adventure kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have to battle the storms and get to Laconia, and that's the start of the journey. That's not even that's the beginning of the journey. The actual journey itself is to get to the Big Red Flag, which is why it's called Big Red Flag. So all of that happens is the sort of build up to it, and then there's the bit in the arcade where like you've got to get your journey now to get to the Big Red Flag. So it's like all these weird things.
Yeah, my God, you're so deep, Sloan.
It's because it's got all the scene is just like Galaxian and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, so I just want to apologize to everyone. Go like, who's the sewer puss in the driver's seat? It's me, and I apologize because I don't know why I'm like that, but that's my face.
Although I felt like because you were doing the sort of the heavy work, you know, doing all the driving, so I felt like the kind of minstrel at the side to kind of amuse you and you know.
Do you know that kind of stuff?
You probably didn't appreciate it that much at the time, but you know.
No, it's fine. You got to amuse yourself in a long car journey.
But you know, I remember planning it, and not just like that, well done kind of thing. But you know, thanks for everybody that's watched it. Thanks for all the feedback. It's been fantastic. So thank you, and you know.
And I know it's 25 minutes of videos and people put these things out every day and all that kind of stuff. But for 2 guys who've never done it before, it was quite the journey for everything. Like it was everything was brand new and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're ever thinking about starting any of these channels or all that kind of stuff, you don't need all this fancy stuff. All you need is a computer and an iPhone or a phone. Whatever phone it is, that's all you need, because that's all we shot it on was your phone and my phone, and you've got like a Samsung whatever it is, and I've got an iPhone whatever it is. Motorola, there you go. That's all you need. That's all you need to do, and you stitch it together. You get DaVinci Resolve, whatever it is, that's free, or you can use iMovie if you get a Mac, whatever it is. It doesn't take a lot of money or effort to get this stuff. Well, it takes a bit of effort because it's time involved, but
it's a bit of effort.
This does take a bit of effort. But yeah, I encourage you next time go and do it. Like if you're going to an
Yeah.
arcade, but is go and make your own video, and
Oh, we'd love to
fun.
see it.
It's good
We'd love
fun.
to see it.
We would
Yeah.
love to see it. Yeah. Yes. I tell you something, it wasn't much of a view, that's for sure. It was whatever street it was, we were on Carlisle Street or whatever.
That was a strange hotel.
My God,
Very
the
strange.
Farrington.
If we'd been there with our wives, there'd have been any complaints.
Actually, she didn't. So Anime had never seen the ceiling until she saw the full video,
Oh,
and she actually went, "Wait a minute."
all the tiles on the floor were smashed.
They were, yeah. We never
Every
actually
single tile.
I think you got it in video, but I cut it for time. So,
I did. Yeah. We might do a wee outtakes video.
Aye, I think we're going to do a director's cut, no, a director's commentary,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Yeah.
We'll do that at some point as well.
But anyway, listen. Thanks.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
We loved it, and thanks for all the feedback and stuff.
Yeah.
Great.
Shall we talk
Star Wars?
There was a wee bit of a Star Wars celebration. It was in the news.
There was a bit, yeah. This
In,
weekend.
in London, innit, mate? Oi, oi.
Yeah. It's funny how they do it over Easter,
Not really.
but
Not
they
a
always
fan
do
of
it
that.
over Easter.
Yeah, I think they do it just so that the maximum amount of travel can be disrupted. Because it's also the tail end of spring break as well,
I think so too.
which is not good.
It's a bit odd.
So this one was in London, which is they've had it before in London, I think, but
They have,
it's been
yeah.
a while.
Yeah, it's been a
since it
while.
was in London.
Yeah.
I think the next one's Orlando, but
Is
yeah,
it?
it's in London. I think so. Yeah. So I was watching Paging Mr. Morrow. He said that he thinks it's going to be in Orlando next time. I don't know if it's
I kind of wish I'd made more of an effort to get tickets for it, but I actually looked to get tickets, but it was sold out quite quickly. But then I think I probably could have. I don't know. In hindsight, I think maybe there were maybe tickets later on available, or I'm not sure, but it seemed pretty bloody busy. Put it that way.
It seemed very busy. A lot of Mandalorians. I noticed there was a lot of Mandalorians.
Did you see that queue, the queue of Mandalorians?
I did, yeah. They're walking in.
Video.
One guy, Gimpy Joe
Wow.
was there as well. Did you see him?
No.
So there's a guy. There's a parade of Mandalorians. The Grand Parade of Mandalorians.
Lifeless Mandalorian.
to paraphrase. And there's a guy, and he's like that, limping in. I don't know what happened to him before.
Well, a
Maybe
disabled
maybe
Mandalorian.
maybe they angered the armor, and she'd like.
Maybe somebody
smashed
shot
him.
first. Maybe.
There you go, James with the vax in there.
There you go.
Japan 2025.
2025. What, the
2025?
skip in a year? You sure, James? James is quite on the ball, mind you.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it big in Japan? I mean, I guess Empire Strikes Back was.
I think China is the market that is a bit weird for Star Wars. I think
Yeah.
China's the only country that it's not that popular in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's a bit kind of.
Is it because of
Yeah.
the kiss?
No, it's just always been that way.
Hmm.
Apparently, it's never been that popular.
Well,
Don't know why.
we'll see how popular it is because they announced 3 brand new movies.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a misconception here. People are saying it's a brand new trilogy. It's not. It's
Nope,
3
it's not.
separate
3
movies.
separate movies.
Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of controversial a little bit because obviously, well, let's go into it anyway.
Yep.
Um,
So this is them on stage there.
Yep.
So Dave, for some reason, is standing like this. Don't know why, but anyway. So yeah. So left to right is I'm going to get people's names hopelessly wrong, so I do apologize. So left to right, obviously, is Kathleen Kennedy. Then you get Neen Numb, R2D2, and then James Mangold, Dave Filoni, and Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy, who directed a couple episodes of Ms. Marvel.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
she's directing it. So anyway, do you know who James Mangold is?
I certainly do. He's just finished directing Indiana Jones, and he directed Ford versus Ferrari.
Yep.
He did 710 to Yuma as well, I think.
310.
Eh? What?
310.
310. Oh, not in my watch.
You 4 hours ahead.
Sorry, 310. 710. Where did I get that from?
I don't know. 310 at Yuma,
Um,
which, by the way, I watched no subtitles on a plane and no headphones, and it was a fantastic movie. I loved every minute of it.
with no headphones.
That's how good that movie is. I got.
Have you watched it since with headphones though?
No, because I made it up in my head what was happening, and I went back and read the synopsis, and it was pretty accurate. So kudos to this guy. If you can direct a movie, and
You
I
need
can
to watch that
understand it-
again.
Say
That's
that
one
again.
of the. That's one of the. I actually watched that in a flight as well. I watched 710 to you, and I thought it was much better.
The sequel.
Yeah. No, I actually watched that in a flight as well to Dubai.
Oh, did you?
Bizarrely,
I watched it on a flight to Yuma.
and it's one of those kind of movies that's up there with like Unforgiven and that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's great.
Modern westerns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian Bale, obviously.
Is that he's is it going to happen though? That's a big thing,
So this is the question: is are any of these movies going to happen? Because Star Wars is good at announcing movies, but they're not so good at making the movies.
Yeah.
And this is the problem. So they've announced these 3 separate movies, which are going to be in 3 separate timelines. So let's start with James's movie. This is going to be set in the dawn of the Jedi.
Yes. What they've not done is said what the movies are. What they've said is what era
When they're set.
they're
Yes.
in. Yeah.
Well, they've sort of kind of hinted about it. So the first one is the Dawn of the Jedi. The second one is wrapping up all the stories in the Mandoverse. This is Thrawn's thing. And the Thrawn thing we're going to come back to in just a sec when we get to Ahsoka. But
yeah,
there's a reason why Thrawn was cast out, because they wanted to rewrite the universe for the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
And so Thrawn was a bit of a problem. So now it looks like he's going to be more of a Thrawn and Kathleen Kennedy's side.
My God.
Anyway, so that's going to wrap up the Mandoverse, which I think we coined TM and all that kind of stuff. And then Sharmeen's one is going to be Rey Skywalker's New Jedi Order, which is set 15 years after the events of Rise of Skywalker.
Which is a bit controversial because obviously the trilogy, maybe this is going to another one of these things where it's going to fix everything. Because Lucasfilm, they're quite readily kind of do things like that. They'll kind of create a full movie just to right the wrongs of previous things that have happened.
Yeah, because they did it with Rogue One, and then they did it with Andor.
Yes, yeah. Well, they did it with Solo as well, I think.
They did it with Solo as well, yeah. How did he get those dice?
Yeah, it's stuff like that. But it's kind of controversial because obviously the new trilogy was a bit kind of not well received. However, they were billion-dollar movies.
They've all been billion-dollar.
So it's like Lucasfilm don't care.
No,
about us kind of geeky, Star Wars fans that go, that doesn't line up with that, and this doesn't tie in with this, and
Do you not think though that
don't really care?
This is a kind of clever way of giving everyone what they want, because the new fans, they're going to go and see the Rey movie, the older fans are going to go and see James's movie,
Yep.
and then people who got it for free on Disney Plus are not going to go and see the Mandalorian movie, or
Maybe.
begrudgingly going to see the Mandalorian movie, or wait for it until it comes out in Disney Plus.
I'll tell you what, though, right? Just my kind of stance on the whole kind of Rey thing.
Yeah.
I loved her character in Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was just she was badly used through the next two movies. The setup was perfect
too much, though.
for me. Was that?
They rushed the character too much. They didn't let her breathe.
Yes.
That was the problem with it. Like, it's not like, in Luke Skywalker where there's a time gap between Empire Strikes Back and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark, bloody hell. Return of the Jedi, where he returns. Actually, somebody pointed out Return of the Jedi is because Anakin comes back.
Yeah.
And not necessarily because of Luke Skywalker, which I think is garbage, because I hate the whole bring back Hayden Christensen thing. Anyway, that's beside the point.
No, you don't.
I do. I don't like that. I prefer the older Anakin Skywalker. Well, if that's the point, why not bring back Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan?
What?
Luke knows his dad is the bald guy. He doesn't know him as Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, I know, but
the
Hayden Christensen. Yeah, but it's got to be Hayden Christensen for the Obi-Wan stuff.
Aye, because
that's the age he is.
No, I know, but I'm saying the Force Ghost when he comes back and he sees them off in the distance.
I feel like the jukebox just went off there. It's like,
it doesn't matter.
Anyway, but listen, Ray, Daisy Ridley's a great actress, I think, and she was terrific.
Daisy. Yep.
So let's give her the benefit of the doubt, and see how this goes.
And also, I mean, Kathleen Kennedy has also said that they've put a lot of thought into this, and it's quite far down the line so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My hope is they're either going to do it as just do it as a one-off movie.
Yeah.
And don't do a trilogy around it, or if you are going to do it as a trilogy around it, have it as a trilogy of separate, like an anthology of separate movies. Do it that way.
Yeah.
Because that way requires no thought as to how those three movies will join together again.
Yeah.
Because the guy who came up with the trilogy idea, he had a good idea and people around him who were good at weaving threads through three stories.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that trilogy had, I mean, we've been over this a million times, but obviously that trilogy had no...
Well, we have to keep coming back to it because they do.
Yeah, well, JJ obviously was like, right, I'll start it, and then it's like a baton, passing on to the next guy. You go with it. So it's like Chinese whispers. It's like,
well, it's not. No, it's not like that. It's like
almost.
It's like that improv game where it's like you start off and it's like, okay, two characters in a coffee shop, and then it's like, what do you build onto that? And some guy comes in and he's a fireman, and it's like, how do you react to that? And then some other guy comes in and he's a baker, and it's like all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's how do you react to that?
Yeah,
but that's the kind of idea.
Yeah, but listen, the James Mangold thing, I'm really looking forward to. I hope it happens because as Star Wars fans, we're like, a bit tired of things that get announced and then doesn't happen. Dave Filoni thing's 100% happening. The James Mangold thing has got a really decent chance of happening because he's just finished Indiana Jones, so obviously he's in favour with Lucasfilm. I don't know the girl.
This is Disney though, so she's worked for Marvel.
Oh, she did the Marvel thing, Miss Marvel. Aye.
Yeah.
So there's a fairly good chance this might actually happen, but it's kind of embarrassing all the stuff that's not happened. Taika Waititi, what's happening there?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you, mate. Taika Waititi's movie is still working away on it.
blah 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 blah
Blah
blah.
blah
Whatever.
blah. I know. It's still a thing, apparently, according to Kathleen Kennedy. It's still gonna happen. He's writing the
Yeah.
script himself. He doesn't really want to bring others into that process, and I don't blame him. He has a very, very unique voice. Yes, he does. So we want to protect that, and that's what he's doing. But we're going to make that one day. We're going to make that one day.
Wow. That
Don't know
means
what that means.
that means that's when
The
we're
Ryan
60.
well, yeah, the Ryan Johnson thing dead.
Yes. Yeah. So
Ryan Johnson thing
yeah.
is dead.
Surprise, surprise.
Not actively in development.
What a shocker.
I mean, he's far too busy with other stuff anyway. He's doing all his Poker Face and
But why was
Knives
that
Out,
all
that kind of stuff.
See that stuff? You know, why was that always constantly going, oh yeah, he's doing it, he's definitely doing it, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
God, I just don't believe in it. See, the worst thing, I mean, Kathleen Kennedy's been great, but the worst thing she's done is all these announcements before.
Absolutely.
You know,
before checking, before
Yeah.
fact checking, are you ready for it? It's like me saying, oh yeah, sure, Jodie will drive all the way down to Caracas. It'll be fine. And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
I've not got a car. What do you call it? What?
I don't
What
have
do
an
you mean?
international driver's license.
Yeah, it's
All
like,
that kind of stuff.
Aye, it's crazy. Yeah, that's the worst thing she's done. I mean, she's great. Obviously, she's got such a pedigree, you know, with Indiana Jones and you know many other films.
Yeah.
But God, it's embarrassing, you know.
It is. It's
And
stop
people that turn up
things.
and people that turn up to Star Wars Celebration must be thinking, yeah,
What we getting this year?
whatever. You know, is it happening?
So the question now, though, is and I was thinking about this when I was watching some of the Star Wars Celebration stuff, and I always think this every time I watch the Star Wars Celebration stuff, in the vague hope that it might actually come true. But is this the turning point? Is Star Wars? Sorry, I'll get rid of that Sephora advert. Is Star Wars now the new favorite child in Disney's orphanage? I don't know what to call it. As opposed to Marvel, which is currently waning a little bit, shall we say?
I'd say they both are a little bit waning.
Okay.
Do you not think?
I think I mean definitely Marvel is taking a few hits recently. Like they're not as golden childy as they used to be.
Yeah.
Because at one point they could do no wrong, and now it's like, well, I don't know, man.
But then people talk about superhero fatigue. You know, it's like there's too much. I think that's happening. I think that's a real thing now.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
I look at that. But, you know, we went to see the Super Mario movie, and the trailer was for that Blue Beetle, and I'm like, I've seen this.
I know.
I've seen this before.
Yeah.
You know, how many times they need to? I mean, it's like you know, when you see something like The Watchmen or The Boys or something, you know, it's a different angle
Different spin,
on the superhero thing.
Yeah.
If it's the more traditional, you know, thing, but whereas you know it's that we've kind of seen.
Do you think it's easier then in a galaxy where it's a bunch of aliens and there's humans there, and they could be pirates, they could be kings, they could be whatever you want them to be. They're not superheroes, but they're damn good at what they do.
Yeah, but I
think
think
that's much more intriguing, because otherwise it's just endless origin stories about.
I think the Mandalorian's suffering from that in this season as well. I'm kind of get onto that later on, but I think that's suffering from it. It's kind of stuff that we've seen before, whereas the first and second seasons were like, whoa, wow,
I don't know.
type stuff.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't get into it, but you brought it up, so this is what I'm going to go with. I as much as I liked the first two seasons, they were especially the second season was very fetch questy for the Mandalorian.
Still good though.
Still good, yeah, but it was very fetch questy. I liked the last episode. I know people were hating on it, and you didn't like it either because the Jack Black Lizzo thing. Because you kept on getting things. You kept on getting flashbacks to Canto Bight and all that kind of stuff. My take on it, though, was it was a good detective story for a half-hour episodic TV show.
But not at that point.
Just so happened
not at that point in the season, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's not Andor. It's like if that had happened in Andor, I would have been livid.
Mm-hmm.
No. But it's Mandalorian. It's a bit of fun. It's the fun Star Wars. It's the one that pulls everyone in.
Hey, listen,
it's got Baby Yoda. It's like, oh look, here's the baby.
Even that's getting weird and thin. But
See, you speak for yourself.
But listen, Lizzo and Jack Black, I loved them, and I mean, you know.
She's not Lizzo. The greatest of actresses, Lizzo, but she was fine in that role.
Oh, I love Lizzo,
the Duchess.
You know. But and I love Jack Black, so you know,
I'm pretty sure that was her flute playing.
She's a
flautist.
She's a professional. She's like proper. She's like a proper.
She's
professional.
She's like
a flute player,
what's his name? James Galway.
Yeah. She's proper. Yeah. But she's brilliant, though. I mean, I love her music.
She's fantastic. I'm just saying.
I love Jack Black.
Her acting was a little.
I know, you know. Listen, but
we're not looking for. Look, in that part, we're not looking for perfection. Jack Black, I thought, was very Jack Blacky, and again, who cares?
I love Jack Black.
The guy was called Captain Bombardier.
Yeah,
it was just a two fun characters. That's the.
Let's not get too much into that. Just now.
I was. I turned to. We have this running joke about things that remind us of Red Dwarf, and I turned to Anne-Marie and pretended to clear my eyes and said 27 because it felt like it was going to be. They were going to be like complete psychos.
Right. That's what I thought.
That references,
which might have been good.
It might have been, yeah. Especially when he said, "Come out, I want to show you something." I was like, "Oh, here we go." All right, everyone back in their heads.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. Anyway, what else we got here? What can we talk about? Oh yeah, it is the season finale next season of The Bad Batch.
Oh.
I don't have any pictures for it.
I might have to nip off for a quick break. Okay. 2 seconds.
I'll put a picture up here of The Bad Batch and talk amongst yourselves.
Sorry.
I tell you what, I'll play the Ahsoka trailer and then see if we can get a cloud strike. 1 second, let me stop sharing here. In fact, let me play the Visions trailer while Jody's away because I know he didn't like the Visions thing last time. Here we go. Let me share that. Here we go. Sith guy. This is for people who are on the podcast. And he's heading down a corridor, and there's a Jedi, and she opens up an orange lightsaber, which is crazy because the first time we saw the orange lightsaber is in another trailer that will show up here. But I thought this looked great. It's the same deal as Visions. It's that kind of like heavy metal idea. Talk about it when Jody comes back because he likes the movie Heavy Metal. They could have loved Death and Robots. kind of thing where it's different art styles, and they're coming back for a second season. And I thought this trailer looked really good. Have you seen this trailer, Jerry?
Ah, oh, do you keep it going? That's good.
I did, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I spotted Darth Bane, I think.
Oh,
at the
did you?
beginning. I think so.
Did you notice the orange lightsaber at the beginning?
Yes.
I thought, oh, aye.
I love all this. I think this is fantastic stuff.
Yeah. I was saying it's like heavy metal.
Yeah,
And
it's a
love,
bit
death,
hit
and
and
robots.
yeah,
type thing.
it's a bit hit and miss, but this looks really good, man. I'm looking forward to
May the
this.
4th.
Yeah. Wow, it's not far away.
Yeah, and it's the bike, that circle bike thing that General Grievous
Yeah.
had.
hmm And they put them all up at once, don't they? As well.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought this looked really good.
That looks
Yeah,
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah, it looks better than the first one, actually. Even.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget,
Oh yeah, you've got a show and tell.
I've got a show and tell.
I will.
Because
big.
of obviously the Mandalorian.
Yes.
I managed to get a Bo-Katan.
Oh.
Yeah. I always manage to get these quite cheap, actually.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't reveal my sources, but I got that pretty cheap.
Guy down the market.
Down at the Barrowlands. Yep.
Down the barras, aye.
Yeah.
The barras are better.
The barras are better. Beautiful figure. Great face sculpt. Yeah. It's not in the. There you go.
There you go. That's it.
Look at that.
Can I make you bigger? I can. Yeah, there you go.
Look at that. Beautiful.
I can't zoom in though, but yeah, that's really good.
That's a stunner. Yeah, so that's going along with my other Mandalorian things.
Nice.
And also,
Oh,
I got an
more.
archive Black Series Chewie,
Oh, okay.
which goes with my
That's cool. The bowcaster.
yeah, which goes with my other Black Series figures. I'm an unboxer for these, but not for the
Not for
vintage.
Bo-Katan.
I don't unbox them, but I do unbox these.
Oh, you do? All right. Okay.
Oh yeah. So I've got a cabinet of these guys. So yeah,
That's cool.
I've just not opened it yet.
Right. So the blister pack, 3 3¾ figures you keep in the blister pack.
Yeah, I do that because nostalgia factor.
Right.
I just like that look. I like the look of
The blister pack.
them. Yeah.
Cool.
So there you go. Tappy.
So there was a Star Wars Visions that was there. Should we dare to show the Ahsoka trailer? Now Disney's been taking down
Right.
the other
there's two.
trailer,
Yeah.
two trailers. And I'm
Somebody's
not gonna show the
videoed.
second one.
Somebody's
find
videoed. Somebody's videoed the one that reveals Thrawn.
We'll get to Thrawn in just a sec, but
okay.
there's two separate trailers.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's the Thrawn reveal, which we'll get to later on.
But
And
that
then
was
there's
only.
the other trailer that people saw in situ at Star Wars Celebration, and then there's the one they released to YouTube. Two separate trailers.
Aye, that's right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll show the one that they released publicly. So we shouldn't be. The stream should still be there. Let me put it that way.
No.
So I will set that up just now. But this is all Dave Filoni's work. Dave did this all by himself. Didn't have any help.
Good old Dave.
Good old Dave.
We bloody love him.
Yeah, he's very
tell
good
you
at what
what.
he does.
This trailer is
I think that's a wee bit big, yeah.
bloody tastic.
It is, isn't it?
It really is.
A wee
This
spin
gave
move.
me Superman vibes. Remember Superman 1 when he did that?
Aye, yeah. Yes, down into
Lex Luthor's
Luthor's
mhm.
thing. Sabine Wren, first
Mhm.
live action shot.
Mhm.
These droids again are back from Mando. And
I
then
mean, this is
um,
effectively Rebels live action,
it's live action Rebels,
pretty
yeah.
much.
And so if you haven't watched the Rebels like us, we're
Yeah.
gonna now have to go back and watch Rebels.
Oh no, I've watched Rebels.
Oh, have you?
Oh god, aye.
I do
I'm
actually have a
not.
Sabine Wren Lego fig though.
Yeah.
I started hearing whispers. About
One
That's
Mothman
her-
there as well.
That's her there.
The back of Thrawn's head.
There you go.
To the Empire.
Sabine Wren.
Just saying there, Mon Mothma was in that
Yes,
there.
that's right,
An old George Clooney.
Yep.
Yes, character.
That's the guy from RRR.
Is it?
Yes. I was wondering where
Ah.
I'd seen him before, and it's RRR.
He looks pretty cool, man.
Yeah, that's the New Republic guys, and that looks like an Inquisitor.
That hologram apparently was Ezra Miller.
Richard.
Not Ezra Miller.
That's David Tennant.
Not Ezra
The
Miller.
robot's
What?
David Tennant.
Is it?
Yep.
Ah.
Reprising his role again. So there's a lot.
Oh,
of
was
that.
he on the?
Reprising
That
the role.
robot was in the cartoon.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
In the Clone Wars, as well as
Yes.
other things
What?
as well.
I don't think was it in Rebels.
He's a droid master or something. He's called
Aye.
droid master. Who you I'm not going to be able to pronounce
How
it.
you doing?
Who you doing? Yeah. Yes. How you doing? Hu Yang. Hu
Right,
Yang.
okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
So he's
What a
back.
trailer, by the way!
I
Wow, it
know.
looks. And apparently, well, I get the impression that this is like a full story. You know, Miss Tanya. Hey,
Tanya, how you doing?
how you doing, Tanya? Yes.
August, I know.
Yeah. So
Everyone's favorite rebel Jedi.
absolutely,
Ahsoka's back.
Yeah. Can't wait to see it. And yeah, what a trailer! Absolutely fantastic. We'll see quite a lot. There's Ewan McGregor's wife in there.
Yep, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yeah,
She's in. I can't remember the characters because I haven't seen Rebels.
Sabine.
No, Sabine Wren is the Mandalorian.
Oh, of course.
She's the woman with the
the
multicolored
green.
hair. But the
Aye,
Twilight,
but the one with
the
the green.
Twilight is.
That's
I want to say it's
Ewan
Hera,
McGregor's.
but
Is it
I don't know if it's Hera.
You may be right.
It is Hera
Yeah.
Syndulla.
Aye.
Yeah, and I
But
think
it's
she's
great
in
to-
Clone Wars as well. I think
Possibly.
she's featured in Clone Wars.
Possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ahsoka's, Dave Filoni's. That's his
Creation.
baby. His creation. Yeah.
He created the character.
So for him, it must be fantastic to see this happen.
I know.
Must be amazing.
To take that character from animation right through to live action,
Yeah,
and just basically
'cause-
just bring back the entire guy. Because
Yeah.
what's his name? Zev, the big guy with the beard.
Zeb. Yeah.
He's already been in the Mandalorian, so could they be? Bringing
He's going to
back the
turn up
team
in
together
this.
again?
He's
gotta
going
be.
to turn up in
Yeah.
that 100%.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Clone Wars movie when she was first introduced? Do you remember that movie? Remember, it was a cinematic movie. It was animated. Clone Wars.
No. I don't
Remember that? No.
No.
Yeah. So that's when she was first announced, or not announced, but she first appeared. Which was terrible. She was horrible, a horrible character. But she's grown, and she's become this fantastic, lovable Star Wars character. Fantastic.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they kind of knew what to do because she was a kind of like teenager.
She's well, she was like she was the
I'll never watch the later episodes of the one with Ahsoka, and she was brilliant in it. Like the one where Anakin's teaching her to do some kind of attack, and every time she gets it wrong, they stun her.
Right.
That's a
she was.
Great episode.
She was Anakin's Padawan.
Yeah.
And
Which is why he was so annoyed in Revenge of the Sith,
mhm.
because in between all that, she'd been framed and discharged from the Jedi Order,
Yeah,
and of course now he's like, he doesn't have a Padawan, so he can't be a master anymore.
yeah. She kind of reminded me of the character in Bad Batch,
Omega.
Omega. She was that kind of annoying character that
You
kept
never liked Omega.
getting. Oh God, I can't. I still don't. Anyway,
Jodie.
what can I
She's a
say?
good character. She's really good. She's the heart of the bunch.
Mm.
And she's good with that bow as well. Spoilers. Ahsoka stars Lars Mikkelsen as fan favorite villain Grand Admiral Thrawn. He's back.
We all knew it.
We all knew he was coming back, but we didn't know that it was going to be Lars. But he's back. He voiced him in the animated show, and now he's back.
Well, we did because it was heavy rumored that it was going to be him.
He actually denied it. He did the old biblical "deny me 3 times"
Oh, for God's sake! Really?
and said, "No, it's nothing to do with me. I don't know anything about it."
Mm.
But if they called you back, would you be interested? He's like, "Nah, probably not."
Is he brothers with Mads?
Mads Mikkelsen, I think so. Yeah, looks like him. Wikipedia. Relatives: Mads Mikkelsen, brother.
Aye.
Yep.
There you go. Super Mickelson brothers.
Yeah. Let's see, and he's. Well, there's only a year between them.
Hmm.
57, 58. There you go. So he's back. Thrawn is back.
Listen,
This will be an interesting how they explain this and how he had nothing to do with the First Order.
well, you're saying he's back, but this is the first time that a character from a novel,
Yes,
it's
that's
not been
true,
written
yeah.
by Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
It's not been, created by Dave Filoni.
This is
This is-
expanded
this is
universe.
a
Dave brought him
Timothy-
back though.
Timothy Zahn character.
Yeah, and Dave,
He-
Dave brought him back though.
Yeah, but Timothy Zahn created this character in the oh God, what were they called?
Heir of the Empire.
Shadow of the Empire, or whatever.
Heir of
it was.
the Empire.
Heir of the Empire. Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
which is the line that Ahsoka says.
So this is quite significant that they've actually trolled. They're kind of getting into those novels, and things. So it's quite significant that, and I'd like to see them do that more. To be honest.
I think they are doing that.
Well,
it feels, I mean,
it's the
it
first.
feels
It's the
like
first
they're
time
doing
they've done it. I think that's
Well,
the first time.
well, they've been lifting quite a few things from maybe not characters, but certainly situations from the books.
Have they?
I think so.
Name one.
They brought back Thrawn.
Say that again.
Anyway, Bad Batch season 3, moving swiftly along, which I don't have a picture of. So, Bad Batch. I don't have a link to the story because it can happen kind of late. But that's the Bad Batch there. For all of you playing in the color television set, that's the Bad Batch. They're coming back for season 3, and then that's going to be it. And then they're working on something else. So they haven't said what that something else is, but the Bad Batch will be no more after season 3. So whatever happens to them in season 3. But apparently there's going to be some people have seen clips from it, and they said that Omega's older, and there's another time jump. There's a new model, new 3D model for her. So because this is our season 1 look, our season 2 look is much different from that. That's more kind of season 2 to hair like that. In fact, even more. Yeah. Less so than that.
Nice.
Anyway. So that's the thing. That's the thing that's happening. The Andor people, they were talking away as well.
Mhm.
And I don't have it. I don't have it. I do have it. Here we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this here. Diego Luna says that Tony Gilroy is raising the bar with Andor season 2. Don't know what that means, but Andor season 1 was amazing. So God knows what he's got planned for Andor season
I
2.
know. Crinkles.
Um,
They weren't present at the celebration, though.
they were very present at the celebration.
Oh, they were?
Yep, they were on stage. The whole lot of them. Yep.
God, I never. Do you know, last year I watched the whole thing, and this year I didn't because I was away and stuff. So I missed quite
There you
quite a bit.
Star Wars celebration. Diego Luna.
Oh, cool. Brilliant.
Yep. He's talking away there. So yeah,
He loves it. He bloody loves it, doesn't he?
I does. I know.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
wouldn't?
And Ewan McGregor loves it as well now.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor
No,
was there as
now that
well.
he's getting older, looking like a 1920s chimney sweep.
I think I
Didn't he?
posted that.
He did,
Straight from
yeah.
the 1920s.
Uh-huh.
They were asked, are there going to be is there going to be an Obi-Wan season 2? And they're like, never say never, but we'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
I don't know how they're going to do season. I mean, the most obvious thing would probably be bring him back for the Darth Maul fight.
Yeah.
That would probably be the most obvious
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, do that live action. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would probably be the most obvious one. Bring
Yeah.
back Ray Park and Peter Serafinowicz as the voice.
Well, no. He's no.
Oh,
It'd be
yeah, you
the-
can't bring back
it'd
Ray
be
Park,
the-
can you?
No. The other guy, Peter Serafinowicz, would not be back because it's the guy that does him in Rebels now,
Oh, okay.
or Clone Wars. God, I can't remember his name. Yeah, he does him now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame. I like to see Peter Serafinowicz back.
Yeah, but he kind of bad mouth Lucasfilm a fair bit.
Oh, aye. Did he?
He wasn't invited to the premiere of Phantom Menace and things like that. And
Really?
yeah. He had to buy his own ticket. He had to buy his own flight to get there. And then,
Did he?
aye, yeah, it was
Then they
quite
wouldn't let him
messy.
in.
Aye. Pretty bad.
Return of the Jedi is getting a limited release in theaters
Cool, really?
for its 40th anniversary. There's dates and things. This is the poster for it as well.
Wow, that is a cool poster, by the way.
Yeah. It's supposed to be the sort of the mechanicalness of the Empire and then nature. Like
That is
whole
cool. I love it.
contradiction between the two.
Wow.
Obviously, you get father and son there in the foreground.
I think you go and see that in the cinema.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what the dates are for it. Back in theaters, April 28th. So it's only a week, I believe it's out for. So
Have you seen the poster for the Dial of Destiny, Indiana Jones?
I have not,
There's a cracking poster. I shared it actually on our chat.
but did you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll never find it.
Me and James.
But I did find this.
I don't think I've seen this.
This is the second trailer. Actually, I think this is the
I've
official.
never watched this.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this is his. So she plays his goddaughter,
Uh-huh.
Helena, and there's Mads,
Oh, man.
who's playing a Nazi.
Yeah.
He's looking good,
Great.
actually.
Yeah. I'm buzzing for this. Absolutely buzzing. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that? By the way,
Glasgow.
That's Glasgow. That's
Big band
Glasgow.
there. This is not Glasgow. This is a set.
Yeah. Me and Danny went there, and he was like, "Whatever." I'm like, "Wait till you see it in the cinema."
I know. So I can see it here. It's called capitalism.
Fantastic. I'm buzzing for this, man. Looks great, Sloan.
Isn't it?
Oh, really? See all that kind of de-aging stuff as well?
I know, it looks really good.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. I think there's a kind of time. People are saying that there's a sort of element of time.
I've been shot. I've been tortured by voodoo. That's a reference to the Temple of Doom.
Ah, look, there's a wee reference to the Rolling Stone.
Yeah. And it's the Rolling Stones that start off this as well. Sympathy
Yeah.
for the Devil.
Of
Dial
course,
of
it
Destiny.
is. It's a terrible name for a film, though.
They're all terrible names for films. Temple of Doom.
Do you think so? Nah, they're not.
They were always bad titles. That's what was good about them, was the fact they were all bad titles. They're supposed to be Pulp Fiction-y type titles. Anyway, that's indie.
Looks great. Looks
Does
great.
look good.
Yeah.
And it's not long now. June, July.
Mm. July?
Yeah. July, the beginning of it. And then we should probably mention friend of the show, Jeremy.
Oh.
Do
you know?
He's okay, folks.
Yeah, there's actually a video of him getting interviewed. Because he looked pretty bad. And he was getting interviewed by some sort of American network.
It's Diane Sawyer interviewed him on ABC. It's on Disney Plus, the interview.
Oh, is it? Right.
Yep.
And I was like, God, I'm so relieved. It's like one of your pals.
I know.
It's like, come on, Jeremy, pull through. Yeah. So, thank God he's doing fine.
I know.
He was getting pretty upset about it, and good old Jeremy.
I know. And it's it's basically he stood in the track and the parking brake wasn't on and it went over.
Jeez, oh man. Honestly.
Oh my God. What a terrible accident.
Yeah. So he's doing okay.
He's on the mend.
He was talking, and he looked pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Come on, Jeremy.
You can do it.
Nice one. Great to see you. Doing well.
Come on, Jeremy. You can do it. Put your back into it. Tell us why. Show us how. Look at where you came from. Look at you now.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Super Mario Brothers movie. This is the last one tonight. Last news item tonight, anyway. Super Mario Brothers movie purchased a massive 377 million globally, which makes it the fastest selling animated movie of all time ever, folks.
Yeah.
There you go. Well done.
Surpassing Frozen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and after this week it stalls. But right now...
I don't think it will, by the way. I do not think it will. I think that's going to keep going.
I've heard mixed reviews from it. A lot of adults...
It doesn't matter.
Going, but a lot of kids love it, so...
Well, I've seen it. So,
and that dovetails quite nicely into what you're watching.
Correct.
Which I will start as soon as I can find it. What are you watching?
Our cinema movie on Friday in the house is Shazam 2.
Shazam!
And I loved the first movie. It was fantastic. And then, it's not done well in cinema, and people have, folk have went, why is it not done well? And, it's a blah, blah, blah. It's not a good movie. It is not a
dear.
good movie. That is
Oh,
why it's
dear.
not done well.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That's the bottom line.
And you were a huge fan of that movie because
I
I remember
loved,
you were begging me to watch that movie when
I
when
loved the
came out.
first movie.
and I watched them. I thought it was really good.
The second movie is, it's totally predictable. It's like there's, elements of Doctor Strange in it. It's everything you've seen before. It's everything it's like
Too
borderline boring.
Much,
It's like,
too much
know.
superhero movies. That's what it is.
but it's like, I've seen this.
Mm.
It's bad. That's why it's not done well.
It is
bad.
almost predictable. It is almost predictable. It's like, you get a big CGI battle at the end.
Yeah.
There's going to be the bit in the middle where the act 2 where the supervillains have beaten the crap out of the heroes, and it looks like they're going to win, but they do a final "come on, lads," and then they
Yeah,
pull
but it's
through.
like, it's like, I mean, I saw Zach,
Galifianakis.
yeah, and he was saying, we did a great job and blah blah blah.
No,
You didn't.
Oh,
It's
dear.
not a good film. That's
dear,
why it's
dear,
not
dear.
doing well. Right.
dear.
Bottom line, it's not a good. It really isn't a good film. Right.
Yikes.
Really, really not a good film.
Okay.
Anyway, we went to see Super Mario Brothers,
Uh-huh.
which is, I mean, it's not. Again, it's not. It's like the best film, but it's there's there's no there's no kind of, how can I say it? You love it because of all the content in it, but it's not
Right,
like
yeah.
there's no kind of.
There's no
You're not
plot.
going to walk away
no
going,
story.
"Oh well, this is going to win
Change
all the awards
cinema.
or anything."
Yeah.
Aye. But it's like you're going to walk away, and I can't stop thinking about it now.
Okay.
It's one of those ones I'm like, I cannot stop thinking about that film because there's so many things in it I probably missed.
I've got a question for you then. Is it better than Sonic, the first Sonic?
I'll tell you what it's not better than.
Oh dear.
The Lego movie.
Oh,
I
okay.
compared it to the Lego movie,
Right.
and the Lego movie was better, definitely.
Okay.
And I would say it hangs in between Sonic and the Lego movie.
Right. Okay.
I even think the Sonic movie might be a little bit better, and I hate saying that.
I liked the Sonic movie.
I did too.
Yeah.
I like both Sonic movies.
Yeah.
But do you know what I think tips the bar for me? Because I love Mario, and the all the kind of I think if a movie, you watch a movie and it you're sort of think about it afterwards a
Yeah.
lot. I think when it hangs with you, I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But
No, I would agree with that. Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think it's a great movie, but it still hangs with me.
Yeah.
I think it sits in between Lego movie and Sonic. I
Okay.
think that's where it hangs with me.
Okay.
Lego movie was a far better movie, and I could compare it with that. Yeah. So that's what that is. But we watched that Apple TV new one that's with the guy from IT Crowd.
Oh yeah. The machine and Chris O'Dowd. Yeah.
Which is really interesting, really good, actually.
I meant to watch that actually.
Yeah.
Because that Hello Tomorrow is.
Oh God, I'm done with that. I think just now at this moment in time. But yeah, that Chris O'Dowd thing's pretty
The
interesting.
last 3 episodes have been exactly the same in that Hello Tomorrow.
Oh God,
It's been bad.
disappointing.
Yeah. And it feels as well badly edited. And I don't want to be the guy to criticize people for editing, but like the there's things aren't getting explained. They just happen, and you're
Mhm.
like, but how did that? How did he get that?
Mm.
Like it just, I don't know, it just
Yeah.
doesn't work for me. Did you watch Tetris by any chance?
Yes. Have we not spoken about
No, you.
Oh,
I
we're not?
watched it. I watched it, but
Alright.
you hadn't.
that? All right. Yes, I did. I loved it. Oh my god, it's absolutely fantastic. Everything about it, loved.
That's a movie that that kept with me. Like,
Yeah.
I kept thinking about it, like the whole, like the
Aye.
idiocy, like the craziness of this guy going like, "I'll just go to Russia."
Why did they keep going though?
I don't know,
Instead of going, right, this is enough.
because the first time the Russians said you've entered the country, so basically, you can during the time you could only enter the country for business reasons, and
Yeah.
if you were there for a visa, if you were there for anything else, and you did any business at all,
Mm-hmm.
then they would throw you in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like serious stuff, and it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of. I mean, America can do that as well for you as well. Like if you go there on a visitor visa, they can throw you in jail and then turf you out the country. But anyway, um, so the KGB turn up and say, if you do this, you're going to jail. Get out of the country. And he goes, all right, okay. Goes away and then finds out something else and then goes back to Russia immediately within like a week. And of course they find out because, as soon as you enter the country, the red flags go up everywhere.
See that red flag thing? I hear that all the time now.
I know.
It's weird, that.
I know.
But
There's a big red flag in the corner.
yeah, but
Check out our video if you haven't seen it. It's on the channel.
yeah, but yeah, I can't believe how determined he was. He must have really
Right.
believed in that
I know.
game.
And the whole thing with the Mirrorsoft and
Oh
Andromeda,
my god, I know.
so good.
I
And
know.
by the way, the guy that plays Robert Maxwell and
know.
Kevin Maxwell,
Oh my god, I
they're
know.
brilliant.
Mhm.
They if you didn't live through the late 80s, early 90s in Britain, you probably don't get it. But those actors did a sterling job
Yeah,
of impersonating those historic people.
amazing. Mhm.
Nuts. Also nuts to think the fact it's almost 35 years ago that all this stuff happened.
And by the way, Taron Egerton, everything I've seen him in, I think I've loved. Everything.
I know.
He's
Yeah.
so good. So
Yeah,
good.
Rocket Man was better than Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm just
Oh
saying.
my god, it was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I loved it. What about it? What else?
Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
Your least favorite episode? Oh dear, he's going back in his seat, folks. This isn't good. I'm leaning in as well. So, what did you like about it? What did
Well,
you
I
like?
thought-
What did you
well,
like about it?
I
What did
liked.
you like
I
about
liked.
the episode?
I like Jack Black and I like Lizzo,
There was
but
somebody else there as well, Jodie.
I tell you what I didn't like about it. I felt as if it dragged me into.
Doc Brown was in it. The man in the DeLorean
I
was
loved
in
it. I loved
Mandalorian.
that. I loved that as well. However, what I didn't like about it was the setup from the previous episode, and then we get dragged into a Canto Bite scene. So it dragged me into bloody Last Jedi territory, which I hate talking
Which, of
about because
course,
I
as
always
soon as
feel
you-
as if I
I
talk
know.
about,
Yeah,
how
how much you hate that movie.
So yeah, it was
But
a
it's-
kind of
but that was a-
pointless.
But that was a
thing.
different world. It wasn't. It was the fact that they'd found this utopia by basically enslaving the droids.
But it was pointless. I felt
Okay.
because the previous episode to me, they'd set it up. They're like, right, we're going to Mandalorian. We're the whole blade thing, and they fought who owns the dark saber and stuff.
It also introduced a bit of the politics as well for the New Republic, because if you signed up to be part of the Republic, the New Republic, then you would get automatic patrols and all that kind of stuff, and you'd be under their protection. Basically, what they're trying to say is every government's a protection racket. So you sign up for their protection, and then you get protected, or you can have no army, but you can subcontract it to someone else if you want. And so they
I dare say they'll make a movie out of it and make it more important than it was, but
no, I don't think
you
so.
know.
I think
but
it's a nice wee
to me, it was like it was a side quest.
You know, like the
within
detective stuff about it as well.
it was
I like the detective.
No,
bit
to
of
me, it was a side quest within what should have been a cut and dry.
I think you
bit.
you would have enjoyed it much more if I'd have been sitting beside you, because I
No,
thoroughly
I
enjoyed
dare
it.
say I would have. That's true.
See the bit where Mando's kicking the droids? I was laughing out loud at that bit. I just thought that bit was hilarious
No.
because he hates them, and he's just sitting there and just kicking them, just like, come on, fall over. I thought it was great. Anyway, I liked it. I thought it was a good episode.
I need
Are
to
you
have
off again?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm running out of. I don't know. I don't know what other trailers to play. What else?
Put on Visions again.
No, I can't put Visions on. Oh, Young Jedi Adventures, official trailer. I'll put that on. Yeah. This will be new for me. So this is Young Jedi Adventures. No idea what this is.
You were born to be Kai.
Stay back and watch
So we
the
get
future
Kai.
Jedi Master.
Liz.
Liz, okay.
Nash.
This
No, there's
is
the
the
cute
fun
droid
part.
that they're gonna make money from.
Nubs.
No,
Your first
no
adventure
there's
awaits.
Coruscant.
Whoa.
Why is he sending these kids off into space?
You will train in the way of the Jedi. Learn.
I mean, this is
Is that
clearly not
Is it
not for us.
Others.
Will I get my kids to watch this?
Explore.
They do want to watch it, I suppose. It feels like a good kids show. It's like Muppet Babies or something. Yeah, this looks okay. I think this is fine.
Oh, dear, sorry.
I think this is okay. This is not for you. This is not at all for you, Jody.
What's
This
this?
is it's Muppet Babies, but
Oh my
Star
god.
Wars.
Awful.
So they're sending. Let's see it. Oh, look, there's BD one.
together?
There you go. It's
Was this announced?
Yeah, it was.
Celebration, was it?
Yep.
What about Skeleton Crew then? Was that not announced?
There was a clip from it apparently, but not.
But
much.
only shown in the
Yeah.
Young Jedi.
There you go. Young Jedi Adventures.
Going on adventures with
May
my
4th.
Jedi friends.
very Disney-ish.
And
Yeah. I mean, it's
what?
100%
It's
Disney.
my new Jedi friend adventure song.
Yeah, there you go. What's not to like? Disney
Oh,
Junior. See,
God. Awful.
Jody, it's not for you. It's to get the new kids in. To get the new kids in. That's what it's for.
But does it though? I don't think it does.
All I'm saying is, I'm going to start playing these at regular basis if you're going to go to the toilet like this.
I know. Sorry. I've not done this for a while. Do
All right.
apologise.
That's okay. I started
Easter.
watching. I started watching Succession.
Oh,
I never seen it before.
how many episodes are you in?
2.
How creepy is the brother-in-law?
I don't like
Have
him.
you seen him yet?
I don't like him. He's the guy that got him the watch. I
With
don't.
the
He's not really the brother-in-law. He's the brother-in-law to be.
yes, aye, him.
Uh-huh.
He's
I
a
don't like
creep,
him.
man.
I don't like him, and I don't like the young kid either.
Well, the kid,
Trying to
he
endear
well,
himself in the family.
Aye, but the kid, the brother-in-law to be, is manipulates the kid.
Right.
Like, tries,
Because he
antagonises him.
Yeah, because they're having the baseball game at the start in episode 1,
Aye.
and he
Right.
keeps going up and he goes like he says something. He goes and he just stares him down. He goes, "I'm only messing with you."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he does it like
he does
two or
that a
three more
lot.
times, and it's like,
Does that a lot.
what,
It's
who are
creepy.
you? Like
Yeah.
you're nobody. Like at least this
Uh-huh.
guy's part of like an actual part
Yeah.
of the family because he's like
Yeah.
the grandson of the brother or
Mhm.
whatever it is. But anyway, it's kind of cool the fact that he's that this guy Logan Roy, played by Brian Cox, is from Dundee,
Yeah.
where Brian Cox obviously
Is
comes
from. Mhm.
and I've spent a fair bit of time in that city as well.
This is not a spoiler, right? But
But
they're all, and it maybe is a spoiler, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
okay,
But they all think he's dying,
aye, yeah.
right? But he's not dying.
Well, it's kind of alluded to that in the end of episode 2. They all go, "Oh, bye, Dad," and they give him a kiss.
Yeah.
And then
He's
when
actually
they,
okay.
when they all go, he's lying like this. He goes like this.
Aye, because they're all like, "Oh, who's it going to be?"
Yeah, who's
No,
going to be
it's
the
over.
guy? Who's going to be the guy? Yeah.
Aye. It's a
Uh,
great show.
I'm
I've
really
only watched
liking it.
one season,
It's-
though.
So it's from one of the writers of In the Thick of It and
What is it?
In the Loop and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's one of those guys. When you know that now, you go, okay, no, I
All right,
see
okay.
it
Yeah.
now. So yeah, and it's great because
Yep.
Brian Cox is fantastic in everything he does.
Amazing.
What's his name? Kieran Culkin is brilliant.
They're all fantastic.
I know, and the guy that's in The Big Short, I really liked him in The Big Short, and he's good in this as well. He plays the older brother Jordan, I think it is.
The dude from
They're all great.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Aye, Alan
Alan
Ruck.
Ruck.
Yeah, Alan Ruck's in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey up, James. James, you missed all
Hey!
that stuff.
James!
Right, well, let's do the show again
Howdy doody.
from the top.
Yeah.
Our Friday movie was Operation Fortune, which is Guy Ritchie's new movie.
Okay. Right, okay.
With Jason Statham.
Right.
Because obviously he hasn't made a decent movie since Jason Statham was in a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
That's not true because he did the Sherlock Holmes movies. Nice bit of fun. Is it the best movie ever made? Nope. Is it a lot of fun? Is Aubrey Plaza a scene stealer? Yep. She's brilliant. She's the highlight of the whole show.
Did you see The Wrath of Man? Which was the other
I
Guy
did.
Ritchie.
That's
That was the previous Guy
That was
Ritchie.
Jason Statham as well, wasn't it?
That was Guy Ritchie, though, as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Jason Statham as well. That was it was a remake of some French movie or something. That was the one where he was
Correct.
the undercover
Aye.
security deposit guy.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Which you
The
were
worst
saying
movie ever made.
But you were just saying that they've not done anything
It's true,
together.
yeah. That's because I'd forgotten about
They've
that.
literally
Thanks
done
for not
that.
Now I'm gonna have nightmares about that stupid movie again.
Oh, it's a terrible movie. So
Awful.
so this one's better.
Yes, much better. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like Guy Ritchie when he's Guy Ritchie. I don't like it when he does,
Gun
you know, gun cam.
That gun. I've got my. Oh, I heard Guy used gun cam. The cam. Yeah. It was. Yes, he does. He does use gun cam at one point.
Oh, okay.
Actually, a pretty cool sequence. Yeah. It's like
Okay.
a lot of fun. Hugh Grant is fantastic. He plays this billionaire arms dealer. He's a delight to watch. He's really good.
Oh, we saw Dungeons and did I talk about this last week? Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, you mentioned it last week. Yeah.
Did I? That's fine.
And Hugh Grant's in that, isn't he?
He's terrific.
Chris
He's
Pine.
really. He's like. He seems to be like in a total.
Well, it's because he's not.
It's fantastic.
But he's not playing. He's not playing that bumbling, type character anymore. He's
He's-
much more of a character actor now.
But yeah, everything he's in recently has just been terrific.
And honestly, you should watch Operation Fortune.
Gentleman as well.
Yeah, he's good in Gentleman, but the Gentleman itself is. I did not like that.
I didn't like it either.
Chews up yes, he does chew up the scenery, James.
Paddington 2, fantastic.
That is the greatest movie of all time ever.
Mhm.
So that was good. I watched The Many Saints of New York, so you don't have to. It's a prequel to The Sopranos. Michael Gandolfini is James Gandolfini's spit.
Son.
My God, he looks. There's a bits in it where you're going like, "Holy crap, that is a young Tony Soprano."
Is that on Netflix?
Yep.
Is it?
It's okay, but it's not Goodfellas. It is not Goodfellas.
I think I've seen that. I
Uh,
think I've watched that, but it was so
Ray
forgettable.
Liotta's in it.
Must have been one of his last
It's
films.
two characters. Plays two characters in it.
Mm.
It's not good. I saw a few movies this week. Turning Red. I watched that. About
The Disney Pixar.
the little Canadian girl that becomes she's from China, and she grows up in Toronto, and she's kind of caught between East and West and all that kind of stuff. And when she turns 13, she turns into Big Red Panda.
Mhm. I've seen it.
And it's fantastic. I really liked it. I thought it was a great movie. Never got released in the cinema. Absolute tragedy. Disney did the whole dirty on Pixar. That was the whole
I don't know what's happening with that.
coming of age movie. Yeah, typical kind of coming of age movie, but there's a nice kind of little twist to it, and also because it's got a lot of Canadian references in it. I really enjoyed the parochial humor. So
We watched that when it first came out. We loved it, and we were like, "Why was that not released properly?"
don't know. I think it would have done gangbusters. I think the sales of a Big Red Panda would have just gone through the roof. Like, you imagine that as a big cuddly toy in
Yeah,
the foyer after the movie.
I don't know, man. I know.
I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird. I don't know why they didn't do that, but
It should have been such a big hit.
it should have been, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I watched Turning Red. Sam and I were wanting to watch she kept suggesting all these things. She kept suggesting Frozen and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to watch that. And then she said, "What about Turning Red?" And I went, "Okay, put that on." And it's great. Like, I love the animation style in it. I love how it's that kind of anime in parts as well.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of like over animated. I don't know. It's not over animated, but there's highly animated parts in it. It's just a blast. It's a really good fun movie.
Did you see Luca? You watched that one?
No, couldn't get into that.
I'll be like that.
Yeah,
That's
couldn't
good.
get into it.
You watched Soul though, didn't you?
I did, but again, that's not a Christmas. It's a beautiful movie.
It's a
It's
beautiful
a great
film.
movie. I loved it.
That was
Well,
that
we
was
watched
our
it at
Christmas.
Christmas and I
We
was
watched that Christmas Day, our movie, and we were like,
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I know that is
It's a
not a
great film,
Christmas
though.
movie.
"It's a terrific film."
That is a mid-July movie, if ever there was one.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Just wrong time to release that movie. And then yesterday, because we're going to do the show yesterday, but you were elsewhere. I watched Fahrenheit 451, which is you'd think
Michael Moore.
no, Michael Moore. No, that's
Ray
Fahrenheit
Bradbury?
9/11. Ray
No.
Bradbury, yeah.
No, Ray Bradbury one.
Not the old one, the new one with Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon. And you think to yourself, Michael B. Jordan, Michael Shannon, I'm in. And then you watch the movie and you're like, I'm out.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's freaking awful. My
That's a
God.
shame.
So in the original one, the firemen,
Fire brigade.
for those of you- the fire brigade go around burning books. That's in this one, and that's the original one. And in the book of Fahrenheit 451, it's the same thing. In this one, they go around burning computer systems. there's books in it, but they're not the big thing. The big thing is computers, and you're like, okay, can we just like copy it to another
We'll
computer
modernize.
across the other way? But
Mm.
anyway, I did not like it. It was not as good as the first one. Didn't have a Hollywood ending though, so that's brave of them.
Hmm.
But yeah, sorry to end on a downer. But yeah, if you haven't yet, unlike me, go and see Turning Red because it's a really good movie.
Nice.
But that's everything. Oh yeah, and watch Picard as well, which is James has also mentioned in it several times. Picard is amazing this season. Didn't think they could do it after the first 2 seasons, but they managed to sack everybody involved in those seasons and get someone else in who actually likes the characters and the setting. Oh, no spoilers. Well, let me tell you something, James. Oh, I never did.
Don't bother.
And we finished Inside Number 9 as well. That's the other big news.
Oh, did you? Great.
I'm gutted.
Oh, how good, eh?
There's a couple of dud episodes in there.
Oh,
but
there was.
for
I
the most-
know.
For the
I
most
know.
part, just 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Brilliant stuff.
Yeah. yeah.
The one with the Sheridan Smith in it.
Oh
Or
my
from-
god. That got
Ah,
me.
so heartbreaking.
That got me. It got me
Um,
I watched it twice, and it got me the second time as well.
I know it's nuts.
Oh.
I just that was what was the other one we watched? Oh, the last one we watched was the referee, which was brilliant as well.
Referee.
Yeah, so he's having an affair with the captain of the football team,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and it's just inside the ref's changing room again.
Yeah,
For those of you who don't know,
yeah.
the conceit is it's inside Number 9, which is it's a every episode is a bottle episode, and it's all inside this one flat. They're all so good. just-
Aye.
To have it in one place is just amazing.
brilliant.
Very clever.
Great.
Anyway, we should probably go.
It's been long.
It has been long, yeah. That's because of all the Star Wars stuff. If you liked what you saw, hit the old like button and share. Let us know in the comments below as well. We answer all the comments. And let us know what was your favorite thing from Star Wars Celebration, because that's what we were talking about mostly in this episode. And don't forget to hit the old subscribe notification bell and you get timely reminders when we put something new up. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.